One rules the Champions League, the other controls the World Cup. But behind the curtain, a silent war is being fought, a war for money, for power, for the future of football, and the battle is only just beginning. This isn't just about football, it's about who gets to shape the game for the next century. For decades, football's balance of power seemed clear. FIFA governed the international game. UEFA ruled the clubs. The World Cup stood as the sport's ultimate prize. The Champions League, the peak of club competition. But the world has changed. With globalization, digital broadcasting, and billions of fans around the world, the once simple lines of authority are now blurred. FIFA and UEFA are no longer distant relatives with separate roles. They are competitors, each with global ambitions, each chasing the same audience, the same sponsors, the same stage. Football isn't just a sport anymore. It's an industry, an entertainment juggernaut, a geopolitical asset. The two biggest players in that arena? FIFA and UEFA. One wants to protect the old world, the other wants to build a new one. Gianni Infantino, Swiss-born to Italian parents, former legal director at UEFA. In 2016, he stepped into the biggest job in football, FIFA president.
Total number of valid votes for Sheikh Salman bin Ibrahim Al Khalifa, 88. Of valid votes for Jérôme Champagne, no. Total number of valid votes for Gianni Infantino, 115.
His rise came during crisis. After the 2015 corruption scandal destroyed FIFA's credibility, Infantino promised a new era: clean governance, global expansion, transparency. But his methods were bold, radical, sometimes controversial. Then there's Alexander Ceferin, Slovenian lawyer, a quiet but firm figure. In 2016, he replaced Michel Platini as UEFA president.
Dear friends, thank you for your fantastic support. It's a great honor, but at the same time, great responsibility.
His approach is more cautious. He listens more, speaks less. But when it comes to defending UEFA's turf, he's as fierce as they come. Ceferin believes in tradition, in European dominance, in protecting football's historic institutions. Infantino wants to break the status quo. What was once an alliance has now turned into an ideological war. The Super League was the earthquake that exposed the fault lines. In April 2021, 12 of Europe's richest clubs attempted a coup. A closed competition, guaranteeing billions in revenue. No relegation, no risk, no UEFA. Fans revolted. Governments intervened. UEFA waged war. Clubs backed down. But where was FIFA? Silent, cryptic. Some insiders claimed Infantino gave the project quiet support. If true, it would signal open rebellion against UEFA. Then came the Club World Cup expansion. FIFA's proposal: 32 clubs, global format, hosted every 4 years, with huge prize money. UEFA saw red, a direct rival to the Champions League. Same calendar window, same elite clubs targeted. And it didn't stop there. Infantino floated the idea of a World Cup every 2 years. A massive shift, more revenue, more games, more exposure. But Ceferin fired back. Player unions protested, coaches warned of exhaustion, fans mocked it online.
It's all about money. That's how it is. So that's fine. I don't say we do it not because of money. We do because we love it. That's why we started it. But of course we get loads of money as well. So that's clear. But as the Premier League and the clubs.
Yet many nations in Africa, Asia, and South America supported it. For them, it meant more visibility, more investment, more hope. At the core of this power struggle lies one thing: money. UEFA's Champions League is worth over 3.5 billion euros annually. Top clubs receive over 100 million per season. It fuels the European football economy. FIFA's World Cup? Even bigger. The 2022 edition brought in over $7.5 billion. But that income comes once every 4 years. So FIFA wants more. Club football, with its regular schedule, global fandom, and sponsor appeal, is the prize. Infantino wants a share of that pie. The Club World Cup is his answer. If successful, it could draw away viewers, sponsors, even clubs from UEFA. UEFA sees it as an existential threat. Their power relies on controlling Europe's elite. If that elite splits focus, their house of cards could shake. Add in the rising influence of state-backed money from Qatar, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and things get even murkier. FIFA has embraced this. UAE hosted the Club World Cup.
And I think that Qatar may have been willing to share with Oman and Kuwait. Keep in mind that Oman's been very helpful to Qatar during this whole Gulf crisis in the last 2 years.
Saudi Arabia is bidding for the 2034 World Cup. UEFA, more tied to European politics and values, remains hesitant. So this isn't just East versus West, or club versus country. It's legacy versus reinvention. Oh, so who wins? That depends on who you ask. FIFA dreams of a truly global club game, where a team from Nigeria could face Real Madrid, where broadcasting rights are sold in 100 countries, where the World Cup is just one part of a year-long football calendar. UEFA wants to keep the heart of club football in Europe, to protect the Champions League, to maintain elite control, to safeguard tradition. Players are caught in the middle, endless matches, no real off-seasons. Their health is increasingly on the line. Coaches raise the alarm. The calendar is full, too full. Fans are conflicted. Some love the idea of global competition. Others fear losing the magic of local derbies. National rivalries. Historical context. There's also another player in this war. Private capital. American investors. Saudi backers. Hedge funds. They don't care who wins, as long as there's profit. The soul of football? It may already be on the table. Infantino versus Ceferin. Two men, two visions. One wants to reinvent football for the 21st century. The other wants to protect it from losing its soul. But the fight isn't personal. It's structural, systemic. It's a war between federations, sponsors, governments, and fans. A battle fought in headlines, in conference halls, on social media. Will the Club World Cup become the new Champions League? Will the World Cup go biennial? Will UEFA and FIFA ever unite again? Or is this the beginning of a permanent civil war in world football? In the end, it may not be a question of who wins, but what is lost in the process. Thanks for watching Studio Football 7. Subscribe for more cinematic football documentaries. And tell us below, FIFA or UEFA? Who do you trust with the game you love?